Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money and whatever else you bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Guitar Players Planet. 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 Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way that music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the land of new. Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money and whatever else you bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me.
Hey.
Hold on, I can't hear Scott.
Good evening.
By me, because my headset went down. Let's see. There we go. I can hear you now. You there, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man,
Eric was looking for the link.
I put it on the natural. Okay. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Let's see. I'll send it again.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. And I don't know, why didn't it go up? It didn't go up. How'd you get it, Scott?
You sent it to me privately.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I thought I sent it. First things first. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, God forbid you know.
Holy cow!
Booze.
let me tell you. I mean, I mean, the last hour has been a complete nightmare.
Oh yeah.
So I've been. There's Eric. And so I'm trying to. I'm having this flat problem, right? And I'm like, let me get a little bit over to the side a little bit. I've been having this flat problem with my photos. What's up, Eric?
Hey guys, sorry, just getting started. We finally got a clear night.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm. You know,
03.
So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to do everything because I've been having this flat problem. I got this one dust mote that just won't be calibrated out, and the luminance. I don't know why. And you know, so I call Ron Breacher and I'm like, yo, dude, I don't know what's going on. I need a kick in the ass or something. I need because I'm doing something stupid and I need somebody to smack me. So I'm meeting with him tomorrow to talk about it. But and the whole thing is now I'm taking new flats and I'm restarting an entire project all over again because I think what happened was when I moved the telescope, I moved the camera orientation.
Yeah,
you mentioned that on Wednesday.
And I think I moved the camera orientation, so it's not removing the flats where it thinks it's supposed to be. Yeah. and so now I'm starting the whole project all over again, and I'm like,
that makes sense. How can it calibrate it out if it's not aligned correctly?
Exactly. So I even went to my buddy. I went to Tom Bramwell. And Tom, I got a brain fart question. I mean, does it got to be the same orientation for flats? Because every time I pull up a flat and I bring it on over to PixInsight, it matches. It matches the flat. The flat matches the picture. And I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I always come up with these weird ways to screw things up. So I'm good. I'm good like that. So Jeff over at Camera Concepts told me that yesterday. So I'm good. I'm good at finding ways to screw things up so we can figure out a way to fix them. So so.
Hey, off topic.
No off topic.
Al, you'll like this one.
All right.
I saw one of the coolest documentaries yesterday on DW. Drumworks.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's on YouTube. It's called The Masters of Resonance with Rush drummer Neil Peart.
When did they film that?
It's not. I'm looking right now. It is.
He passed away
2 years,
April last
2 years
year.
ago.
Yeah, so it must have been right before he died.
Yeah, but the thing is that they go into detail not only about DW, but they go into detail about how they found the wood that they used to build the R40 drum kit. It is anybody that's a Neil Peart fan, or Rush fan. I'm telling you, you guys are going to completely get your mind blown on
that
how.
should be interesting.
Oh, it was absolutely fascinating. Absolutely fat. The wood, just to give you an idea, just a teaser, the wood was buried in silt in Romania for 1,500 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the wood they used to build this drum kit.
Now, if I could only get my flats to calibrate, we'll be okay. Oh my goodness!
How do the flats look once you take them? How do they look overall when you initially take them?
I'll show you the new ones that I just took literally right now. I'll show you the old ones and the new ones because I have them both. Let me see if I could I wasn't planning on showing this, so just give me a second on it, and I'll bring it up on Pix Insight. Holy cow! I mean, literally. So I go outside and I'm setting everything up and I'm putting everything together and I'm trying to get the flats, trying to get everything done by 8 o'clock because I started at 5:30.
Really?
So because my flats take so long because of the download speeds of the camera.
Oh, that's right.
And not to mention the fact if I even like blow on the potentiometer of the flat panel, I skip it's too bright or it's too dim or it's too bright. It takes me 20 minutes to dial in the setting.
Oh.
So that's another reason why I pulled the trigger on the Spica flat.
Yeah.
So I got the USB dimmer now, and I could do like 0.01, and it'll just do it itself.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll just do it itself. So hopefully I get that by Christmas. So
that's Spica flat. I did a review on that on
Spica flat's awesome.
Astro Playground. And it really is a very cool device, especially when you throw that USB, computer interface in there. You can plug right into the Eagle or whatever computer you're using.
Yep.
It's sweet. It really is. It's a nice device.
Give me 1 second here. I'm just pulling them up now. File, open. No, not open a copy.
Yeah, if there's anybody that is seriously interested in that Spica flat, you should give very serious consideration to getting the USB driver. The box that drives it from your computer.
Right.
Yeah, the USB dimmer. That's
that you want that.
I think it's an extra $140 or something like that.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, there was no way I wasn't getting a flat and not getting this. That's crazy.
Yeah. I with me using an ASI Air, I don't really use that. It won't be a benefit to me, at least for right now.
Right.
You can use the manual. You don't have to do the USB. You can.
He's got a Spica flat.
Actual remote. I got I've got the regular remote.
Yeah.
But even with right now, I'm using the auto flat on the ASI Air. So basically, I've just set it down right now to its lowest setting because the lowest brightness rather, I don't get the stripes because if I have it too bright, I'll end up getting stripes from off of the light panel itself.
Okay, I got you.
It'll end up striping. So I have it dimmed all the way down to its lowest setting, and then I just do the auto flat and just let it go. So, which is great. So yeah, I don't have a problem with it at all.
That's great.
Yeah, and everything looks good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and kick off this work, which is awesome. I'm, just to do this stuff, it's It's absolutely,
Finally.
absolutely love this stuff. So,
I know. I hear you. I hear you. You know what? When it works right, it's just like it's nice.
yeah. So basically, guiding looks great.
I didn't even look at my guiding yet.
It's settling down right now. So, because it just got done calibrating, so
Yeah.
it's still settling down. But but everything looks really good right now. So I'm doing the Western Veil, and then I'm gonna hop over and do the Jellyfish Nebula.
Okay.
So I'm doing 160 of the. I'm going to do actually while this thing before I even start the plan, I want to do a quick preview because I want to see if there's any haloing. If I do 180 seconds, so let me let that kick off. So
this is on 03.
Yeah, this is 03. So I might have to drop it. I'll see if I have to necessarily drop it down to like 2 minutes.
Where's the phase of the moon right now?
Right now,
it's new.
It's almost new.
Almost new. Yeah,
that's good.
It's almost
That's
new.
real good.
So yeah, that's why I was like, I checked, Astroperic, and it said, because right now, clear outside it was showing like it was overcast, but Astroperic was like totally, it's clear, guys. And I'm even looking outside, it's clear. There's no clouds out here. So I was like, I'm just gonna go for it and let's have some fun, and just get it done.
Is this another app?
Yeah, it's Astroperic.
Yeah.
It's another weather app.
It's another weather app, and I think it's actually maybe a bit more accurate.
Is it actually tailored to astronomy, or is it just weather app? Oh, it's
no,
tailored.
It's tailored, kind of. Yeah, it's tailored to it, I would say.
It's funny.
It'll even show where the ISS is and around the time that shows up. Gives you your moon phases and everything. So it's really handy, and I mean, it gives you your wind speeds.
It is, and and another thing, one thing that I use also we've spoken about on the show is Windy. Windy is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, because you actually have 4 now. You have the European. You have 4 different weather models on there now. They just added another one. So, I mean, it honestly, I mean, it's all horrible. It's all horrible. But here you go. I got the flat up. And I don't have the other one. I just have this one. Let's take a look. Where's the share screen 1? Share. Loading, show. There we go. So that's the
Good
flat.
God.
Yeah, you got some dust out there, bro.
What?
You got a little bit of dust.
Well, I cleaned it up today a little bit. This is no longer there. This is no longer the rest are still on the Eagle, the new ones. But I mean, this is, and if we look at the stats on it,
Look, you've been using that sensor as a coaster.
oh, please, nothing as bad as Eric's before he cleaned his.
Oh yeah, before I cleaned it with my color. Oh, that was so bad.
That was horrible. You couldn't even see anything.
That was just nasty.
See, and if you look at the stats on this, I'm at mean of 29,000. And these 2 guys up here, and these 2 guys over here, and this big one over here, won't come out.
They won't calibrate out, huh?
No, and I'll show you. Let's see. Open. Let's see. It's under my. I actually was figuring out my my files here, and I kind of organized them a little bit. Believe it or not, this is organized. Master light. Here you go. And here's the master light of M45, and there it is. This big one here.
Yep, I see him.
And then the little guy here.
Yeah, you can see him.
And then on this side, if I go up, there you go.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's
like indented. Yeah. But they're definitely flats, and something's either overcorrecting or undercorrecting. I'm not sure what, but I'm gonna have Mr. Ron, Dr. Astro Doc, come and check out my vitals because because I've tried everything. I'm losing my mind here. Every once in a while, I come up with something stupid and break something, and I can't fix it. But I'll go through 5 projects.
Yeah.
And I'll be fine, and then I won't.
Okay.
so you don't have a lot in the chat today, man. People are chilling, they're watching, they're just hanging out.
They're just chilling out.
Yeah.
So
that's okay. That's all right.
That's fine. So I've been working on the on this wind block.
Oh, how's that going?
Well, I'm gonna get more into it tomorrow. I was actually because I actually saw that I was watching that reading that website that you sent over.
Yeah.
And so I want to see if I want to get some actual screw in. I want to maybe go to Home Depot or Menards, get some actual screw in fittings. So I'll glue those on and then get some screw in so I can easily take it on and off, take it apart.
That might be cool.
Yeah, I think that'll be nice if I can find some. But yeah, so I basically have decided, okay, this was going to be an 8, each style is going to be 8 by 10.
Right.
No. So I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to cut it down to maybe about 6.5 in height and 5 feet in width.
Okay.
I'm making 6.
So it makes it a little bit more manageable.
It'll make it a little more manageable for me to move it around. And at least this way, I think I can actually get the entire structure, an entire cube, a box built out, and I won't, and then I will still look at those finer wind shears, I will, but I'm going to try I've got the tarps right now, so I'm going to use the tarps at least for right now, and then I'll go out and I'll get the wind shears and the sunshades. So, yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot of work, on this tomorrow. If right now, because I don't want to make it permanent. I don't want to glue everything permanent.
Right.
So that's why either I'm going to just mount, just do them as tight as I can and just pop them in with a little rubber mallet to just get them secured. Or if I can try to do some screw-in connectors, 1 inch to probably like 3/4.
Right.
Sides, and then reconnect them. And then, because the pipes themselves are 1 inch. So,
you gotta, if it's not manageable, you're never gonna bring it out every night.
Exactly.
It's not gonna happen.
And having this only by like 8, like 6 by 5, 6.5 by 5, that'll be easier for me to move it in and move it out, and grab it from out of
exactly.
Just take it out and put it there and be done. So,
yeah, because it's not gonna, if you can't do it, you can't move it around, and you're not willing to pull it up there, it's not gonna happen.
No, and it'll be much easier for me to deal with this, and and hook up the sandbags and Velcro sandbags to it and all. So
yeah, there are windscreen things that you can get that windscreen fabric that allows to pass through.
Yeah.
Depending on where you get it. I mean, if you go to B&H, or Adorama or a professional photography place, I mean, they're going to sell you the stuff that is expensive.
Yeah,
you might find
one on Amazon, and the stuff you use outside, like for your pergolas and stuff.
Yeah,
I was thinking
exactly
that.
The one thing that they've got with the stuff that you get for like photographers is that it's fit for a particular frame, so it fits over it like a pocket. It's got the holes in there for the bars, the crossbars to put up your tripods or your C-stands or whatever. But you should be able to get something that you can modify to go around that. Did you decide to go with a metal frame instead of a PVC frame, like a conduit frame?
Right now I'm sticking with PVC. And I'm just gonna see how that goes. Like I said, that's why I want to get the screw-in connectors, because I'll just glue those onto the ends, and that way I can just screw on the center pieces as needed, and I think that'll still keep things pretty secure. Yeah. And with it being now, with me cutting it basically down to half of what I've originally planned, I think it'll be a lot more manageable, to Dan's point, for me to move it around. And I'm hoping that's also going to be helpful, also dealing with wind, because it's not as wide. It won't be as wide. It'll be half the size, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm just worried about the PVC, breaking.
Yeah, because I got because basically I got the Schedule 40, which is the same that you use for irrigation. So I'm hoping that, it'll be able to, and from what I've been reading, Schedule 40 PVC can handle being in the outdoors and being in the extreme cold. And I'm not going to keep it out there permanently. It's just going to be for when I need it, So if I don't need it, if it's a relatively mild night, I'm not going to use it. But if there's going to be a few gusts, then I'm just going to put it out there and we'll see how it goes.
Do you have any tripod stands? Do you have any extra tripods that you've got kicking around?
Well, only one I've got is the one I used when I went out to New Mexico. I've got this Amazon one, this carbon fiber one that I.
Oh, no. I'm talking about like just aluminum tripods.
Oh, you mean like
aluminum
tripods? Like I've the only one I've got is off of my AVX.
You know what you might look into, Eric, is check out the company Westcott.
Westcott?
Yeah.
Westcott. They you can get a decent aluminum tripod that you can then put, and on B&H or Adorama they sell these triangular shaped sandbags that it's a full thing and it goes over the top of the tripod and it rests on the three legs and you can fill it up with whatever, water bottles, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because they're zippered, they're double zippered, you can fill them up. And if you put two of those on those tripods like that, then you could bracket your, and just then it's just a matter of figuring out how you're going to clamp. And it's very easy because I use that kind of setup all the time when I'm on like a shoot, a photo shoot or something, for like a scrim or a flag or something. And it works great. And the Westcott tripods are very cheap. You can get a kit, like a double kit for probably less than $100, probably less than $50. If you find them on special.
Shoot me a link sometime. Shoot me a link over from it. I go to Adorama all the time.
Yeah,
I get a lot of my stuff.
Just type in. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just Westcott on Westcott tripods on Adorama. It'll pull it up just like that.
Yeah, that's not a biggie. Yeah, I can do that for sure. Yeah, because Eddie, actually, what I used to do, it was so bad, my neighbor of mine would have their lights on in their backyard, but only for when, but they have a little dog. They would let the dog out and, but they'd leave the light on to their back patio on all the time. So I just went over there and just knocked on the door and talked to them nicely, and just asked them, would they mind turning off the light? And explained, what I was doing, and they've been cool about it ever since.
Yeah, people are usually pretty responsive. I mean, every now and then you're going to get a Karen or a Kyle. It's going to give you a hard time.
Yeah.
But
Karen or a Kyle. Oh my God, you guys.
Yeah.
So no, Ron, I have actually been looking, Ron, to your point. I have been looking on Amazon, and I have seen those windscreens for fences, and I'm actually considering, because they are breathable, so you can it'll block maybe say like 30%, not 30, but 70% or 80%, and it'll still let it breathe and let stuff come through. So yeah,
absolutely. So I apologize, guys. I've been quiet for the past 10 minutes, which is something that doesn't happen.
It's a shock for me to see.
It doesn't have. I'm really just like, I'm exhausted. Literally, this past hour has just been like a complete disaster for me. I also had a cable snag. I was wondering why my guiding wasn't going on, and I almost broke the power port of my QHY camera. Wow. Yeah, it was not good. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? It keeps on saying star lost. And the star keeps on jumping. And I'm like, so I finally go outside. My scope is literally like, weights are up here and scope is down here.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, oh, my God, what the hell happened? It was just supposed to park. What was going on? And there was a cable snag underneath, and everything's fine. But it was just my actual cable for the power for the camera, the actual cable, the pin, it's bent, but it works still. So
looks like clouds are actually going to come in. It's like son of a gun, and my guiding jumped up to just about 2 arc seconds.
That's not good. Yeah, I'm not supposed. Well, it's coming in. Well, it's not going to go from Chicago to New York, but in 2 hours. But I know midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, we're supposed to start getting some clouds.
Yeah, but there's I can still definitely see. I can definitely see some glow on here. It's not bad, but I can definitely see some haloing. So let me see if I can
What?
get
What?
in.
What? Oh, you getting 03?
Yeah, I'm getting 03 right now. So let me see if I can get into BlueStacks here, and I'll show it to you.
Which filters?
Oh, astronomic 12 nanometer.
Okay.
No, 12s. Okay. Well, 12s you might get some.
Yeah, that's all I can afford right now. That's all I can afford.
Yeah.
No. Hey.
With the rocker,
Understand.
like I said,
If you're interested in 2-inch optolongs at 7.7 and 7, 6.5, 6.5, let me know.
Okay.
I got them sitting in my Aunt Leah boxes.
Let me go here.
Yeah, cable to Dan's issue with the cable management is really critical. I remember when we were getting the scope here, and I went from the ZWO cabling to Cable Matters, or there was a couple other ones that we were looking at, and you can get them in custom lengths. You can get them in small lengths, and that really is nice, especially if you've got everything up on your scope. The idea for me was to have one cable coming off the scope, and that was power. Exactly. Stuff like that is perfect. Yeah.
And get the ones that are split.
Mhm.
Don't get they make two different types. They make a bunch of different sizes and colors as well. But if you get the ones that are split, you can actually tuck the wires inside
Mhm.
Yeah.
like that. Other than the other ones that are just whole, and now you gotta kind of
No,
Yeah,
I,
you gotta push it through.
I get the split loom.
you got to get the split. I believe Alex Tech is where I got this from,
Yeah.
and this they make it in 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch, I think, diameter. If I
Yeah.
remember right.
Yeah, I think I've got the ones. Mine are like maybe I think they're 3/4 inch.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You just burn the ends, the fringes, so it doesn't fray.
or you just leave them like me and you just cut them.
Yeah, I cut it, just melt it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you, but see, so I do have everyone's probably asking, hey, you just had a cable snag. What am I going to get these for?
Right.
Yeah, well, there's one bit of wire that had a loop, like probably the loop was like this big maybe, and I have on my pier, I have 4 rods going through the pier for levels, and they go through the bottom of the first level of the pier, and it when it was slewing and it came back up, it scooped onto that bolt, and that's what happened. But I didn't have this on. That was a problem. but
Yeah.
Here, let me show you this. What I got so far. This is the first 03 light with the astronomic. Let me go here. There it is. So
You have to put it up, Dan. Can't see it.
yeah.
Oh,
Dan,
sorry. Yeah. Yep. My bad. Gotcha. There
There you go. Oh, is that the veil?
yeah. So
Yep.
this is the veil. So it's not too bad.
Keep going in.
Yeah, going more. I don't see any haloing.
I don't see any halo.
I just see relative brightness.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see any haloing, so it looks
Yeah.
good.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't see any. I mean, that may change with stacking, but I don't see any haloing right now.
No,
At
nothing
300
right now. And this is 180-second exposure.
180.
With the Rasa.
Yeah, this is with the Rasa.
Damn.
Yep. So I'm being patient right now because if I go back here,
There is a fair amount of vignetting, though, isn't there?
Yeah, that's okay.
I know you can calibrate that out.
Yeah.
I was just noticing it.
Oh well, yeah. When you got what do you got? The Rasa and what camera?
the 294 mono.
Yeah.
So right now, son of a gun, this thing is looping. It's got clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So-
sucks.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
So
Let's see how.
I'll see how it goes later. So I'm just gonna keep it rolling, and then hopefully in between, you know, I'll be able to get something. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll show you what I'm working on right now. Is finally something that I've been trying to work on for years, and I never did it because everyone's done it before. But I know Eric's got a nice picture of it. And
What's that?
right there.
Oh, yeah, the Pallades. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that duck mode again right there. And
Yep.
I got the big one's gone. Let's see if I could zoom in.
I see the one in the upper right.
Yeah, the one in the upper right's you can see no problem. So, but the big
Yeah,
one's gone.
There's a little one there.
I see the small one.
Yeah, the small one's still there, right there.
There.
The big one's gone. The big one went like this. So I literally took apart the whole image train and blew the whole thing out. This must be in between the glass and the chip or somewhere.
Yeah,
I missed something because you got to remember this camera's also about 4 years old too.
Is this the S big?
No, this is the
It's
this is Ron's camera.
Oh, okay.
QHY.
And those guys there are still there.
Is this the one that Ron gave you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ron?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, he didn't, there's another one there, but I mean, again, this is all raw stuff.
Right.
You know, this is coming right out of Nina right now. So this is that's 1 3-minute shot.
Okay.
You said you retook your flats?
Oh yeah, I retook everything, but it looks like I screwed those up too. So you want to see what they look like? I just dragged one over. You want to see what they look like? They look like complete garbage.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I screwed it up, man. I was busy trying to get ready for the show, and I guess I was a little too bright on the flats. And
you
and
got a white screen, do you?
oh my God, I'll show you. Hold on. Where's it? You don't even want. It's not even. You know, it's not even funny. I mean, it's sad, but where is it? I think.
Hey, take them tomorrow.
There you go. There you go. No, I'll take them tonight. There you go.
Yeah.
That's just all. That's what the minor stretch. Here's no stretch. This is no stretch.
Yeah.
And that's what the stretch. Yeah.
And that's a super stretch.
Look at that. Look at that banding.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. That's going to be a question that I'm going to ask Ron tomorrow because I've never seen this before. Those 5 lines right here. I don't know what those are.
Which that's a flat panel?
Yeah, that's my crappy Lacerta flat panel that I've been using without any problems for 2 years. So
which Lydell's asking which filter were these on?
That is, believe it or not, that's the IR cut.
Wow.
That's the IR cut filter.
Wow.
Yeah, with nothing else in between. No other light pollution filter, nothing, just the flattener. That's it. But if you take a look at the stats on this guy, and we'll just bring this down to there. I think that's, which one is this? This is a 1854. No, it's this one. Come on. 34,000.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a little high.
Yeah.
It's not that high. It's a little high.
Yeah.
But I think I have my flats wizard set up a little too high on that. But you know, it's such a pain in the you know what, because that flat panel, man, it literally takes me 20 minutes to dial in the settings, or I can make the so with the flats wizard with Nina, you set a target mean ADU, and then you can have an offset, so you can do plus or minus a certain percent.
Right.
So I want to be as close to my, you know, I'm a little bit I'm a little crazy, and I like to have it as close to what I want. So if I wanted at 28,000, I want it from 27 to 29, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do it at 3%. And in order to get it in between 3% of what you want with my flat panel, I literally have to take like a hair and move it a hair. And my hands don't move that slow. So I got to go back and forth and do bigger and small. It's a mess. So
yeah, you're going to get spoiled to that spica flat.
oh no, I'm going to love it because I'll be able to go outside, put my panel up there, come inside.
Yeah,
adjust it right there.
Adjust it right from here.
Oh, you don't have to adjust it. I just set it at 2 seconds, and it will change the brightness of the panel for me to reach that 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
Or 5 second flat, whatever it is.
Whatever your ADU setting is.
So yeah, exactly. So
Nice.
Tom Bramwell was first, and then he was last.
He was last.
So, hi Tom. I need a flip flat. Yeah, I'm not getting a flip flat. They're the Alnatac or Altanac. I'm not sure which one it is. Is it Alnatac? Well, not the star, the company.
Oh.
I forget which one it is. I don't know if it's Alnatac or Altanac. I forget which one. But they have a flat panel that doubles as a lens cover, and it's ASCOM driven, and it'll close and open as you need flats like that. A couple of things I've seen with that. Let me tell you. First of all, if I'm spending $300 on a flat panel, you better give me something better to attach a flat panel to my scope than a zip tie. They give you a zip tie for it. And it's really, it's annoying to me. And the box, the control box that goes on the side of your scope, even though it's 3D printed, it's like this big. It's got a metal arm that comes across like this and moves the flat panel like this. And God forbid that zip tie on a smooth surface, mind you, slips, and you're doing your flats and you're into your run, you're closing up your scope.
Yeah, I mean that might be okay on something with an aperture that's smaller than 5 inches. But can you imagine something like that on a C11?
I put it on a 9 1/4, and let me tell you something. I had to change it probably once a week because I had to kind of shift it.
Yeah, now that's just, again, sorry, but that's just piss poor manufacturing.
Yeah, that's exactly what George said. He has one on his 127, no problem, because it's light and it's smaller and it's easier.
Exactly, it's just big around.
Well, no, it's not that big, but because you got to fit over the dew shield, so it's a little bigger. But but still, it's not a 9 or an 11 or a 13 or a 14 where
14 with a zip.
Dude, it's like a wind sail, man. It's like you may as well be on the Wheel of Time, that new show, with the blowing the wind. But when is that Prima Luce mount coming, Tom? He will never tell. He will never tell. Got to get the Arco first. Personally,
Tom, I know you're listening, but personally, I think you guys should give serious consideration to partnering with Rainbow.
Who?
Prima Luce.
For what? How?
I mean, just affiliate.
Why?
Why not? Because it's freaking awesome.
Scott loves his Rainbow so much. He wants to push him off to anybody. Everybody, get Rainbow. Work with Rainbow.
Hey, listen.
As harmonic drives go, I mean, I don't think there's anything better out there right now.
No, there probably isn't, and not to mention the fact there's only 3 of them. I mean, so
right now, yeah.
Sooner or later, I'm sure more people will be coming out. If Sharpstar's coming out with them, many other people are going to start coming out with them. So,
and eventually, just like innovation, how innovation is. To your point, Dan, Sharpstar's come, they've got theirs out. Others are going to come out, and they're going to be, and the prices are going to be better, and more competitive, and more than likely the payload's going to go up. The payload's going to go up. Prices are going to come down a bit.
Yeah, but I still think there's something to be said for that. That mobile belt EQ6R drive that that people want. That people want that kind of stuff. That only want to spend $1,800 to put on their telescope and not, $3,000.
Right.
So there are people out there that there's definitely a market for. I mean, I got my Atlas right here on the side that I'm working on, and it works perfectly. By the way, so this is going to be on the selling block very, very soon. It's old, but it's all been hypertuned. And it works awesome. So it's 8-year-old mount. But it's pretty much all the innards are brand new. Everything's brand new. All the grease is new. The bearings are new. Everything is new. But so that's probably going to go on sale. So if you want it, let me know. I'm not paying shipping though. So you guys can pay shipping. But hi Greg from Phoenix. How you doing? Prima Luce Arco Baleno. Strain wave drive has too much periodic error. There are better ways to make a mount. Okay. You know, again, you know, there are lots of different types of mounts, and there are markets for everything. So I mean, you know, even the AVX, you know, even though it's got its issues with the gears and the grease and all that, and you know, every mount's going to have its little tweaks that you're going to need, unless you spend, you know, $10,000 on a mount, and even then, you're going to have issues. Right. So it's just how bad are the issues? That's all.
Yeah, you're never going to get away from entropy.
No. There's always going to be little errors and stuff like that. There's always going to be little, you know, whenever you're dealing with some sort of gearing system or belt-driven system, there's always going to be some sort of either backlash or slippage or something. Yeah. And it's just a matter of time whenever that's going to happen. Yeah. It's just... Yep. So, hey.
Anything designed by man is never perfect.
Say that again, brother. It's definitely not. Actually, anything I make is never perfect anyway. So I'm just looking back and forth. Oh, it's doing an autofocus routine now. And
I don't know if Liddell heard me, but yeah, I'm using a Astronomic 03 12 nanometer right now on the 294 mono. Liddell, if you're on.
Liddell, what's going on, man? So I went on the last photons to photos workshop by Masters of Pix Insight. It was really, really, really cool. I thought it was going to be more difficult. I guess things are getting easier with the software. I guess now. I guess I'm a little bit behind on this, but you know, Ron and Warren and Pete, they put together M33 with an FSQ 106 and I think an Esprit 80, if I remember right, or you know, two different focal length telescopes. Mm-hmm. And they were doing an HA RGB combo with the two different focal lengths.
Okay.
And it literally, I was like, oh man, we gotta wait for this thing to scale and do all this and that. Nah. You just put it all together and align it together, and it just goes boom. You're done in a minute.
Wow.
You're done.
Here, I don't know if anybody posed the question while you guys were, you know, during the class, but is there a minimum or maximum of focal length differences?
That didn't. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That did not come up, and I probably should have asked that, and I didn't. But no, it didn't come up. I would assume that if you're trying to do a 2700 focal length C11 with an 80 millimeter 400. I don't know how compatible that. I mean, lack of experience here. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I can only imagine that you're going to have some sampling issues when you're doing that.
Right. And, you know, you're going to have, I'm sure there's got to be some sort of rule, you know, maybe even an unwritten rule to say, okay, you've got to be, the two scopes have to be within a particular focal length range, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That would make sense to me because you know what, if you're doing a 400 millimeter focal length and then you're doing the Pillars of Creation with the C14.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be able to relate.
Exactly. I can't see something, you know, I can't see something like that being feasible.
Yeah, I could see maybe, an 11 to a 14 or even maybe a 9.25 to the 14.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would go. And listen, I could be totally wrong with this. But I'm just saying, just in my head, I don't know if that's going to translate well.
I mean, because if you got a 102 millimeter refractor, you got a 127 millimeter refractor, that might make, compatibility sense.
Yeah, and Greg, he was using the one-shot color cam and loom from the other. So he was combining the OSC and mono also. So
okay,
kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool too.
No, that's what he did. So
that's really cool.
So he used the I want to say he used the more narrower field for the luminosity, and the OSC for the wider field and the star color.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So I mean, got some cool stuff going on here. Also, don't forget next week we got Hendrick from Star Aid coming on, and then Amy Astro the week after that, and then we go on vacation.
Yeah.
We go on vacation for a little bit. Yeah, spend some time with the family, hang out with them, because without them we wouldn't be able to do this and their support. And, so we got to pay it back. We got to pay it forward. And then after that we'll have Evo from APT on the 7th of January, and then hopefully we'll get the Prima Luce guys on within the next month or so.
Nice.
So Tom has a flat man for his Edge 11, and it's stupid, huge, and heavy. It has to be placed and removed when used. Yeah, I mean, flat panels get big and heavy. They get big and heavy. I mean, you got to put LEDs in there. You got to put the plastic on there. You got to have the diffuser on there. You got to have a power situation on there. So they do get heavy. Unfortunately, like unless if you have an observatory where you can put it on a wall and park the scope or put it in a horizontal position where you could use the wall as your flat panel. Other than that, you got to put this big crazy thing on there like this and flap it on there and run inside before you get too cold. What do we got? No, nothing in the chat box. And my guiding is I got a dither in there. Let's see. My graph is nice. Wait for the dither to go away. Let's see what happens. Oh, well, that was weird.
What's that?
It just changed and it went to 0.73.
Hey, Tegan just hopped on.
Rocky Mountain Astro. Oh, no, there we go. 0.43. All right, they did this con. All right. So yeah, if you want to take a look real quick, let's see, share screen. There you go. There's my guiding right now. Not so bad. 0.43. And let's see. All right, looking pretty good so far. Just some dust motes, looking pretty good. That's that. Eric, I went out
and I asked Robin,
we lost your audio, Eric, for a while.
Did you?
Yeah.
Am I back? Okay.
You're back. Yeah, you're good.
Have you guys, talked to your significant others about any Astro holiday ideas, for you guys?
What do you mean?
Ask your wife, hey, there's something out here that maybe you might want to think about getting me for Christmas or anything like that.
Oh, you know what I told her to get me? I told her to get me a gaming chair because I'm tired of sitting in this thing. I'm sitting at a
kind of like these.
Yeah, kind of like that. I'm sitting at a folding camping chair for the past 2 years because I thought it was a cool thing to do because I don't have a lot of room here. I need something that folds up.
Right.
And it's the most uncomfortable thing I've ever sat in my life. It's amazing how I don't have like bursitis on my butt. It's crazy.
I actually asked Robin as an idea. I was like, I wouldn't mind if she would consider getting me a weather station.
Oh, that's going up tomorrow. I haven't put it up yet, but it's going up tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I got the the Atlas from AccuRite.
Okay.
And it comes with the lightning detection, wind, barometer, blah, 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 rain. All it comes with the little Wi-Fi display panel. You can put next to your bed, put next to wherever you want. You can also access it from your phone. It's Wi-Fi enabled. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. Okay.
And Gideon, actually, we do have a Discord server as of Wednesday. We have a Discord server. If you want, I'll throw it in the chat if I can get my keyboard.
Tegan, I hear you.
What did he say?
Like, I need a gaming chair so I can spend more my time playing Halo.
Oh, you know what? I don't play Halo. You know what I've been playing? I've been playing that New World game still.
You still playing New World?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to get back on. I've been on it a while, but my son, who's in the Air Force, he's got an Xbox, and so I've been catching up with him, spending some quality time with him, playing Halo. So that's
well. I figured out why. We might have known this. I don't remember if we noticed that, but I figured out why we've never seen each other on New World.
We're in different servers.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's what I kind of figured.
Got it. How do I?
That's what I kind of figured we're on different servers.
Copy the Discord server, and here you go. Discord server right there, coming on up. So that's the Discord server. We got a couple of messages today from I think Christian. I think was his name. Remember right? Got a couple of messages from him, so that was kind of cool.
Any questions from him?
No, just hey, what are you shooting tonight? What kind of target? How's the weather? That kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
So that's the Discord channel. All of a sudden, I'm getting messages on the Discord now that I put this on there. So Christopher was it? There you go. Oh my goodness, what's going on? You're blowing me up, guys. Stop. Now everyone's waving high. That's what they're doing. They're waving high.
Oh, waving high on Discord.
There you go. That's fine. And cool. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to do anything. I know a lot of people are into Discord, and it's a good thing for quick answers.
Yeah.
As long as we pay attention. So I know Eric's on it, I know Scott's on it, I'm on it. I sent an invite to everybody else. I don't know if anybody else is a member yet, but we got like 10 people already, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Puts you fourth down the line. Mark, I never understand what
you know
you're talking
what
about.
I would love recommendations, Eddie, because I have no idea, and my wife has no idea about this stuff either. So I was just going to look for something, that gives me decent wind direction, a good barometer, just for planning and stuff like that. So,
I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what. Let's see.
I was looking on Overstock at one point, or Amazon, because I don't know what's a good manufacturer or not when it comes to these.
Well, believe it or not, Jason turned me on to these guys, AccuRite.
Okay.
And they're supposed to be really good. So I'll show it and then do it. Let's see. I'll show it on the screen really quick.
Sure.
And share screen.
Wow.
And share this. And here is this is AccuRite.
Okay.
And these are the different types of weather stations. The one I have is the one in the middle.
Okay, I don't see your screen yet.
Oh, really?
No, I don't see it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault. Hold on. There we go.
Okay, so you have the one in the center.
This one in the center here.
Okay.
So it's got rain detection, wind speed, wind direction. Inside, there's an optional lightning detector.
Okay.
Barometer readings. If I go to the exact page for it, where is it? Shop categories, weather, personal weather stations, the Atlas. This is the one that I got. Can I make it a little bit bigger so I can see it?
Thanks, Mark.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So it comes with all of this. It comes with the Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes right by your bed and everything.
Sure. And you can also use. Okay, so it has an app as well, so you can use your phone. Okay.
Yep. It's got the app as well. Once you get in there, it'll give you all the readings that you want.
Sure.
Let's see. Most accurate. 3 solar panels on there. You could actually. I'm running it AC. I'm running an AC from the top of the roof. I got an outlet on the side of the house.
Okay.
By my sprinkler.
Okay.
So I'm going to run it right to that, so I don't have to worry about any battery. Because once it's on the roof,
then you.
God forbid, the battery inside doesn't charge or something like that, and then it's going to be annoying. Because there is a place for AAA batteries in there for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'm just using AC. Time and day, temperature, humidity, wind speed, wind direction, rainfall, UV index, and lightning intensity. So transmits data every 10 seconds to the app. Has wireless range up to 330 feet, up to 100 meters.
Okay. There's some good range then.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Accurate Access, the app, and the panel is actually a separate item. So when you go into Accurate Access, this is an actual monitoring station.
Okay.
That is an add-on. You can still access it with your app, through your Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But this loads it up to the web or something. I'm not really sure exactly how that works. I don't have that. But everything else is working. But I have a feeling it's going to work awesome. So I'm just hoping that gives you alarms and stuff, which is what I really bought it for.
Yep.
Because I want to kind of be able, and it's big. It doesn't look big, but that thing is big. It's big. I mean,
it doesn't look that big.
It doesn't look big at all. You think it's like this big? No, man, dude, it's like this.
It's huge, huh?
It's big, dude. I don't know if the video shows. What is this? What is this? Oh my God, this doesn't even show you anything. Guys fishing.
Yeah, the guy's just fishing.
Oh my God. Okay, turn this off. Shows me nothing. I don't know if it has the specs on it. Where's the specs on it? Window to the world. Nodos Atlas build. Available add-ons. I got the internal lightning sensor. I got the add-on for that. I got the battery pack extension, and I got all the extensions on it, and the barometric pressure, which is awesome because it reads in it, and it'll give you an audible alarm if it drops.
Okay.
So rain's coming. So, and I don't see the specs, but I'll tell you this: that from end to end, the Atlas is probably about 15 to 18 inches long.
That's big.
It's big.
Yeah.
And high, it's probably about a foot.
Wow. No, that's not small.
No, it's not small, but it's really light. I'll tell you, it's light. It's all plastic. I mean, it's all plastic. So, I mean, it's got to be able to move. It's got to be able to blow the wind. It's got to be able to justify everything. But, I mean, the thing is just, it's big, but it's light, and that's going up tomorrow. So that's going to be kind of cool. I thought this was an Astro channel. Well, astronomy, we got to deal with the weather. We got to know what the weather's like.
Yeah, we got to deal with weather.
Unless
dealing with it right now. Got clouds and wind and...
Yeah, unless if you're doing radio astronomy, can't help you. You need to know when the clouds are coming.
For sure.
And if you're like me and leave your telescope out all night while you're sleeping and don't have a dome, and you want to know if the rain's coming so you don't get rained on, I think I'm going to get that. I think the $300 investment is just fine. Hey, Dan, I have a peer question for you. How deep did you dig, and how wide was your? This sounds so bad. How wide was your hole?
Yeah, you want to be down below the frost line, but he's in
Yeah,
Arizona, so
yeah,
that's
it's
not a
gonna
big
be
deal.
different in every area. I went down 4 feet.
Yep. 4
Yeah, I
feet
went
would
down
be-
about 42 inches.
Yeah, so you're okay. So 3.5 feet. I mean, so 4 feet for us would probably in Arizona is probably like 2 feet for you. But don't count on me for that answer, because you need to go look at where your area is and what the frost line is in your area to find out. You want to be at least a foot under the frost line.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So what if your frost line is 2 feet? Go 3. The hole, I mean, I fit a small Spanish guy in there. So I mean, if you saw the pictures,
God, you didn't leave him in there, did you?
no, he's a friend of mine, but the hole was probably, well, I fit an 18-inch sonotube in there, and I had room around it, so I'm guessing it's probably the hole was got to be what, 22 inches?
Feet?
No, I don't know if it's 3 feet, but maybe 3 feet, because you got all the cement around it,
Right.
So yeah, maybe 3 feet by 4. Lidell's is 4 feet deep. Yeah, he says the same thing about the frost line. So
Yeah.
yeah,
sure.
you got to know where the frost line is. You could look it up. Just Google frost line for your area, and it'll pop up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was probably like 3 feet with an 18-inch sonotube.
Yeah. I actually, with my issue, because I use we didn't have really large sonotubes here. I went with a 12-inch sonotube, but then if you guys ever saw my videos and all of my and stuff, I ended up actually building and getting some help, and actually we built and rebarred into it, basically an 18-inch block, square block, and then I put in my bolts in, using a hammer drill, and then some really heavy duty epoxy to secure it.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or anything, Eric, like that, but that's not really the way you kind of should do it in the perfect situation.
In a perfect situation,
you should be placing those bolts in the cement and letting the cement adhere onto the bolts.
Yep, you really
getting the J bolts in there and having a template of where they should be, and sliding them in there and just letting them dry. If you're going in there with a jackhammer trying to get these things in, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's safe, and what Eric did was safe.
Yeah, and it's not moving. I mean,
no, it's not going anywhere.
I spent what, almost 40, $50 on that freaking epoxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the epoxy wasn't cheap.
No, and you know what? And again, just so when you're doing, just try and get all the information you can when you're doing a project like that, because if you don't know what you're doing, I had no idea what I was doing. I am not good with this stuff. Eric and Scott will both destroy me in this because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I gathered my resources. I asked, what's that?
I said, learn from my mistakes.
Well, I had mine up before you.
So. Some of the stuff that I did, but sometimes you learn some valuable lessons sometimes. And so I think right now the test is going to be over the next year or so.
The next hurricane.
Yeah. Or, me over this winter, with the settling and everything. This is the first winter.
Yep.
To see how, how my PA is and everything, to keep it, and if everything stays fine, knock on wood, then
dude, I don't think you can have any issues, man.
I don't think so either.
I
don't think so either, but you just never know.
Yeah, I mean, this is my now second year with the Peart. This will be my second winter.
Okay.
So in June will be my second full year. And I got to be honest with you, I'm still my but I take my scope off all the time, and so it's just like it's going to shift a little bit.
Right.
It's going to shift a little bit, but it's not bad. I'll tweak it every now and then just because I like doing that.
Sure.
That's all. This is the pier that I ordered. I guess he's waiting. I'm waiting on a picture.
You can't put a picture in chat, can he?
No, but you can put a link.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark, I bought I went actually because it's nearby us, Fastenal, where our company where I work, they also deal with Fastenal a lot, and I knew the sales rep and got recommendations from him. It's this 2-part epoxy actually.
Yep.
That I actually had to, and I had to get the gun, and they actually had a gun there. That he was nice enough to let me borrow it. I just bought the cartridges and then it mixed it all up.
Yeah, it's like a 2-barrel kind of thing.
It is. Exactly, it's a 2-barrel. So yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, that sucker's not going anywhere, man.
No, it's not going.
I think because I ended up using stainless steel bolts. They were 10-inch bolts, and I mean, I went down on that hammer drill. I ended up having to buy another bit because the first bit that I had ended up being too, not long enough, so I ended up going over to Lowe's, buying an even longer bit and getting that sucker going. Yeah, anchor bolts. Thank you. So that was it was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just sometimes when you make mistakes, you just gotta find other ways to overcome, and
that's it. So I'm not really worried about it because, like I said, that 18-inch block, it's sitting on top of that sonotube and everything. It's all got rebar inside of it.
Yep.
So I'm not too concerned about it, but it's just one of those things you learn.
If you're buying a pier, just use a crate. It
Yeah.
comes in it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, in my situation, I didn't buy. I was given this pier from a good friend of mine. I thank him all the time for giving it to me. He literally lived 20 minutes away. Said, "I heard you on the show. You're looking for a pier. You want one? Come get it." And he just gave it to me. He's like, it's sitting in his observatory. He upgraded his pier. It was just sitting there, and he's like, at least I know it'll be used. And there you go. So it's a little older, but you know what? For free, I'll take it.
Nothing beats free.
Nope. Nope. I got to thank my Dan J over in New York. Thank you so much for allowing me the privilege of using the pier. So thank you so much. But what else
beats free?
No, absolutely. Yeah, you could definitely use a crate. Anything that gives you a template, piece of wood, piece of cardboard.
Yeah, because heck, because my pier, I have the Ioptron permanent pier, and the top plate actually you can unbolt. So I just etched that out. Use that as a template. And then I should have actually I had it all templated out. But the guy who was helping me out, we forgot to put it in there. So, but I should have thought about it because it was like off on the side. And here I'm just excited that somebody was nice enough to help me.
Yeah, right.
So, and then
you're lucky you found somebody. That was nice.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, crap. I actually tried to push it in there, but it was already setting.
Yeah.
So it was too late.
Well, that's okay.
But like I said, anchor bolts worked out great.
Yeah. So what else is going on with everybody? Everybody getting ready for the holidays, or?
Yeah.
So wait, I do have I got some updated information regarding the pricing of the Optolong. So
okay. What do you have?
So what the information that was given to me was partially incorrect. All right.
On regular price or on the sale price?
Both. So let me see if I can find it on the Twitter feed, because it was on Twitter the other day. So it was $969 for the 36 millimeter for sale pricing, and $1179 for the 2-inch sale pricing.
for the set.
Original for the set. Originally, I said it was $969 and $1179 for both. That was incorrect. So it's $969 for the 36, $1179 for the 2-inch. And then once after Christmas Day, I believe it goes up, and I believe it goes up to $1150 and $1310.
Wow.
If I remember right, something like that. So I'm going to see if I can grab it real quick on my Twitter picture.
Still fairly reasonable, though.
Yeah, I mean it's still going to be about $400 a filter.
Yeah, the Aunt Leah's, like I said, the Aunt Leah was like $430 or $440 for the HA, and
they're staying competitive with them.
Yeah, and the 03 is like $470 for the 2-inch for the 03.
Yeah,
so they're probably pretty close.
Twitter. Let me just look it up. Along. Who is this?
See, Mark, you got all cool. See, you got some great neighbors, man. I mean, you got a neighbor that does concrete work and all this stuff. You lucked out.
Let's see.
The one thing
hey,
that you
message me. I'm kind of curious on how you liking your. I know you loving your observatory, man. So did you get a Sky Shed pod, or did you get something else like a Next Dome or something? I don't recall which one you ended up getting. But that's the next plan is to get an observatory of some type.
Yeah.
Even if it's a shed. If I get a Suncast or Rubbermaid shed.
All right, so I found the picture, and here's the actual pricing. Give me a second, and Pete's here, and Pete's on.
Sorry, guys, I was running late.
All right,
hey, that's fine, Pete.
And here is the advertisement from Optolong.
Okay.
And this is the whole kit. So it's $969 and $1179, like I said, for 36 and 2-inch respectively. After December 25th, it goes up to $1019 and $1239. So
okay,
you're saving $50.
Yeah.
You're saving $50 buying it now. So people are blowing up my stuff here.
Is that the Discord server or that's something else?
I think it's Discord. But that's that. So that's what it's. That's the new price points for the Optolong 3 nanometers. $969, $1179 for now.
Yeah, Mark is even asking, are they even available to order at this point?
Yes, you can pre-order them.
Okay.
Will they get that by Christmas? I will not promise that. But you can definitely pre-order them now. So feel free. I know that what you got the Toronto hat on again.
Hey, they're the hot team right now.
You know there's a button on here that says kick. But yeah, you can pre-order them. I know that I don't know if I'm sure Woodland Hills will be getting them as well. The Optolong 3 nanometer set. And I know we're getting them at Camera Concepts. We already have an order in, so I'm sure everyone's getting them. It's just a matter of who gets them first and when they come off the boat, and that's it. That's what it is.
So, there's a lot of boats off the coast of Los Angeles right now.
Woo! Man, they're starting to shift them over to the East Coast.
I tell you, that's amazing.
Unbelievable. But how you doing, Pete? What's going on?
Oh man, I apologize. I was late, guys. I didn't know you guys started at 5, but I was on the phone until 6, taking care of this issue that I had. Actually,
Man.
Somebody's got a nice setup.
Yeah, well, we were talking about flats and weather stations and flats again, and yeah.
Hey, weather cleared up, so it's actually from that first picture I showed you. It looks a heck of even a lot better than that. Here, I'm gonna share the screen again, just so I can show you this one. Here's the latest.
Let me grab it real quick.
Grab it.
Yeah. There we go.
So
that looks better.
Let me see. There was because that was the first one.
Yeah, you can see the cloud on that.
You can see the cloud. And here is the latest.
Better.
Yeah.
You can tell.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
go in a little bit more. Yeah, I don't see any haloing.
Halos.
I don't see
No.
any haloing.
Nope.
This astronomic. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and that's the 0312 nanometer.
This is the 0312 nanometer compared to that Optilong that I showed you guys before that I was getting haloing like crazy.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
See, having that wider transmission bandpass really makes a big improvement for these one-shot color cameras.
Actually, this is the mono.
Is it the mono?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm using because I'm using it with my Rasa. So that's why I have the wider the wider pass, the 12 nanometer, because I'm shooting at f2.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I'm using the 294 mono.
He's been waiting for a clear night to
I've
get
been waiting.
the 03.
Chomping at the bit.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get this in, and I'm thinking, I'm with the Rasa, I'm hoping, one night is all I'll need. So
yeah.
Let's see if I could. I want to see if I can do this real quick. Let me see if I can do this in Sharp Cap. Let's see, Sharp Cap. And let's see what we got here. And cameras and folder monitor and browse. I'm gonna look and see.
I do. Yeah. Okay. Next dome. Okay. Cool. Right on.
M45 light. Control A.
Did you get the a rotator with it or anything, or is it just a base? I'm assuming you maybe got a rotator with it, Lido, because it's not as wide, of a shell, an open of a shell like the Sky Shed. The Sky Shed.
I think it's Mark that's getting the dome.
Yeah, Mark's. I think Mark's getting it.
Yeah, but Lido, he has a next dome. That's why I was asking him.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can do this on.
Pete, by the way, when we end the show, stick around in afterwards. You don't have to leave.
Pete's not going to stick around, man. He's got to wake up tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah, we got our championship game tomorrow. Usually you have it at 1:00. For some reason, they decided to keep it at start at 7:00 in the morning.
Good
Wait a
God.
minute. God, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was just playing around with this, and again, this is not very good. So don't, Let's see. So with Sharp Cap, you could do a little bit of a live stack thing, and I was just playing around with it a little bit. So this is only 27 minutes right now.
Okay.
So if I just open the one on Sharp Cap, let's see if I open up one, where is it?
Does it allow you to use your flats? Can you calibrate out?
Yeah, I can, but I don't have enough to. I don't have it set up like that yet.
Oh, I see.
You could do flats, you could do darks, you could do everything. And that's what the hell? Go away. So that's the 1 3-minute shot. So that's the 1 3-minute shot, and that's the 27 minutes. So, and there's a lot more stuff you can do with it. I can play around with all this stuff. These are all your histogram changes. You could also do here's where you put all your pre-processing.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Right here, you can put your darks, your flats. You can throw that in. This is an automatic stretch in here. That's all I did. I just did an automatic stretch. That's why it looks like a little bit of garbage. But there's a lot more you can do with it. So you could actually do the whole. It's right here on the live stack on the tools, and you can do it in there. So it's a kind of a fun thing to do. It's cool when you got like when you got color and everything. When you got a one-shot color camera, it looks even better. But something to play around with.
Sure.
Yeah. I really like the target itself, the Pleiades. When you get that, that the blue with all the dust around the stars. I mean, it's a beautiful target. It really is. Old Seven Sisters.
Yep. For sure.
The Subaru.
Yep. Subaru. I had no idea until I started doing a little more research that was actually based off. The Subaru logo is based off of the Pleiades.
The Pleiades. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's the everybody knows the mythological story behind the Pleiades, right?
Those are Atlas's kids.
Atlas's daughters, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And he was one of the Titans, wasn't he?
He was.
Yep.
He's the one who holds up the Earth.
Yep.
Hold up
And who was his brother? Was his brother? His brother was the one that came up with fire, right? And supposedly gave fire to.
Prometheus.
That's it. Prometheus.
Prometheus. That's right. Been a while on that.
Zeus and Prometheus were best of friends until Prometheus betrayed him, basically.
Yep.
And gave man fire against Zeus's will. That's what they said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Liam Nielsen. Oh no, he was Zeus. That's right.
Yeah, he was Zeus. Yeah.
I opened the dome and shot M31 from a Roost Chris in Kansas City.
What?
Wait, what?
From a steakhouse?
Oh, that's funny.
I have a friend that wants me to buy his 8-foot Explorer dome for $3,200.
That's just crazy. Lydell, he basically controls his dome, that next dome remotely. So he's having a steak, and then he's going ahead and starting up an imaging session.
That's awesome.
That's pretty darn nice.
He's living large.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
Oh,
that is awesome.
Yeah, when I do my astrophotography and telescope classes through the store. When I do that and it's a good night, I bring my laptop over and I start my imaging run while I'm there at teaching them. Mm-hmm. They're watching me do my run. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's kind of cool when you could do that. When you have full automated setup like that, it's pretty awesome.
As long as you don't have any cable snags.
Oh man, yeah, don't even start me. I had a bad one today. Woo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, nothing broke, but just stupidity. I was rewiring stuff and I missed a loop and it hooked on one of the under bolts of the pier. And well.
Oh, so what you're saying is I need to hang outside a little bit longer, Lydell, so I can get frostbite, and then maybe my wife will be okay with it.
There you go. Come inside with black fingers, man. They're like blistered fingers.
What if
you're gonna wind up looking like Jack Nicholson in the end of The Shining.
Maybe I'll lay down there in the snow. Against the fence. Let's have her come outside. Eric, you out there? And then she said, "What?"
And right next to his head will be the snake puppet. Right there. The shark puppet. I'm sorry, shark puppet.
Something. I need an observatory.
Oh, we got. Let's see. We got some questions here. No, someone just texted me, Marco.
Hello.
I was gonna say that.
Don't do it.
There you go. Hello. Yeah. General discussion.
Yep.
Everyone's waving, saying hi. We just started a Discord server on Wednesday, so it's like a chat box.
Great for Q&A.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah.
So hey man, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. Does it show you how many people are in the? I don't even know this whole thing yet.
Yeah, Discord is an awesome platform. It really is. They use it a lot in academia. It's not just gaming. It has a huge presence in academia.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just looking around to see. There's a bunch of people on here talking already. That's cool. Cool. Yeah. So.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta be able to support the free the free movement of ideas. It's a great way to do it.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of people on this. So check it out if you don't look up in the chat. The Discord server is up there. The link is on there. So check it out. Check it out. Yeah. But 6K with the 2 bases. Yeah, talking about observatories again.
Yeah. Observatories, man. This is the time of year when they really come in handy. Believe me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, New York gets cold, man. I mean, I think Scott right now is probably the coldest person.
Yeah.
Right now, being in upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
Are you pretty close to Lake Erie?
No, I'm about 3 miles from Lake Ontario.
Lake Ontario, okay, that's right. Yeah.
So you get that nice, a nice breeze.
Is that Ontario closer to Buffalo?
Yeah, that lake effect snow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buffalo
gets it. Buffalo gets it from Erie. You know.
Jesus. Did you hear about Hawaii supposed to get 12 inches of snow up on the big mountain?
What?
Well, yeah, in the elevation,
Yeah.
sure. The elevation, sure.
Up on Mauna Kea, right? They said that there's a front coming through there, and they're going to say it's supposed to getting 12 inches of snow tonight.
Yeah. Oh my God!
That mountain is not small. It's up there.
Oh, it's like 14,000 feet.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
it's up there.
It's up there, but that's just from sea level. But they say if you took it from below sea level, it would be higher than Mount Everest.
Wow.
Yeah. From the ocean floor. Yeah. Sure.
No, he does.
Yeah.
No.
Because it's
What's
right in the middle of the Pacific.
It's Shark Puppet.
There he is.
So he wants us to hang out. Huh? All right, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Bye. Got Lydell's got a Primaloo's J3S.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm still putting this guy together. I'm putting this is for a school. This is for a school in Connecticut that I'm going to be going up there next week. Oh wow, that's something we got to talk about. So the 8th, unless you guys want to do a show without me, I'm not going to be around.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to be around. There is, I'm going to be upstate in Connecticut putting together the system up there. So I might be going.
That school that you said that had the SCG.
Yeah. So Pete, you know about this.
Yeah.
We remember that school in Connecticut that I sent you the picture of with the pier with the 10-inch that was sitting outside for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they finally got all the equipment in. They got a CEM 120. They got a bunch of other stuff, and we're going to be setting it up for them Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, cool! That would be good then. So next Wednesday, the 8th and 9th, and you'll be gone. So
yeah, and then the 10th is
next week
is Hendrick from Star Aid. So
that's a week today, right?
Yep.
Hey, also don't forget to reach out to Christian Sassy, Dr. Christian Sassy. He definitely would like to come on board, Dan.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. Yeah, I meant to email him while I'm on vacation all week, and I just haven't. I'll email him tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bottom here. You got Star Aid. You've also got Ivo coming in, and then you got Filippo, Tom, and Omar. So that's going to be a nice little.
Yep, and Amy Astro in between.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amy as well.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. So and also on the 17th we are giving away the Mars cam from Player One.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing that. So if anybody, and I'll put the email up there real quick for everybody. So don't forget to get in your 1 entry, Mark, not 10. Mark likes to enter like 5 or 6 times.
The camera will be ready. Player One.
No, it won't. It won't be Ready Player One. But let's see. And I got it up here, and it comes with. Let's see, what does it come with?
Yeah,
I have-
Lydell. I'm in upstate New York. I'm in between Buffalo and Syracuse, just outside of Rochester. But
So-
not for long.
So this is the. What is it? This is the Mars camera. This is it's basically a 290.
Okay.
Planetary cam. Take a look at it. It's a Mars-M camera. IMX 290 chip in there, and it comes with.
Had those cameras for months.
Yeah. What does it come with? It comes with a IR cut filter
Hmm.
and a Player One S series. Oh, it's the same thing. It's the IR cut filter. That's for the other one.
Oh, lost Pete.
Well, Pete,
We lost Pete. Pete said, "You guys are boring. I'm leaving. I'm going to bed."
I'm out of here.
He'll be back.
His internet dropped out on him.
That's okay. But that's going to be on the 17th. So please send me your name and email on the email down there, Dan at Astroworld Web. Deadline is December 16th. So make sure that you get your email in for us so we can kind of get everything going. Right now we have, I think, 11 entries right now. So I'm going to start this weekend, starting today's Friday, right? Yeah. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to start hitting the TikTok and, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, Eddie, I've been in Tonawanda several times. It's a nice town. Small town. It's a nice town though. It's just outside of Buffalo. Yep.
Let's see. Kicked SGP to the curb. I find Nina more robust.
Hmm.
I didn't like the SGP wants to charge you money. Yeah, well,
No, it's not
that-
just charging money. Money'd be fine. It's that they haven't. He's saying they haven't done anything to upgrade it.
They haven't done anything since they started charging. Very little updates. Very small. Nothing new. Patriot Astros just put another video with free Nina sequencer templates. That's nice.
Hmm.
But believe it, I got to be honest, that advanced sequencer in Nina, I'm telling you, it's so nice that to kind of throw everything in there and you just do step by step by step. And you build your own sequence, you save it, and then all you got to do is change the object. That's it. You save a narrowband sequence, you save a color sequence. If it's a color object, you just change the object and the color and run it. That's it.
Pretty sure, Lydell,
Eddie's
that
back.
I'm pretty sure that
My
Nina
battery.
will run your dome, and your weather
Yeah.
stations and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
Nina
as
will
long
do
as,
that.
long as it's they both will, as long as it's ASCOM. But I
Yeah.
hear what Lydell's saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it took me 4 times to actually jump the bridge into Nina. I was a SGP user since it came out, and I got to be honest with you, I do like the way Nina is. I like the interface of Nina. I like the way it works. It's a lot more user friendly. I don't have to apply profile whenever I make a change. If I make a change, I make a change, and it saves it for the next time I open it. And it's just a lot more user friendly. Yeah, exactly, Lydell. Yeah, you got to go with what works for you. What works for all 3 of us may not work for anybody else.
Exactly.
We all have different pieces of equipment. We have different ways of doing things. We have different ideologies. We have different ways of thinking about how to go from A to B. And, there are more than one way to skin a cat, right? So, I mean, it's definitely, it's interesting to me how people get from A to B in ways that I didn't even think about going to C first and then going to B. You know what I mean? Because there's another, and you're like, oh man, I should have did it that way. It was so much easier. And that's probably what I'm going to get smacked at tomorrow with Ron when I find out what I screwed up on my flats. So Pleiades is a symbol on Subaru cars, represents companies that came together to form the company. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading about that somewhere. What time is that? It's 9:40. We just had like 5 seconds of like dead air. That means it's
Yeah.
I think we're almost done.
Yep, I'm an
Just
ASI Air guy. So
reading the
and my
comments.
ASI Air, I love my ASI Air. Right now, it's working perfectly.
Yep.
And but there have been some people right now that have had some issues with the latest update. Knock on wood, I have not had any, and I have not had any problem. So
Yeah. I'm just waiting for my 240 dovetail and my 80 millimeter rings for the camera
Okay.
to finish. And I think I'm probably gonna pull the trigger on a 268, the QHY.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on that.
Is that the 268C or the mono?
No, it's gonna be mono. It's gonna be mono. I'll use the 294 for my wide field lens OSC kind of, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going. I find it's. I'm sorry. I don't know. I know I'm gonna get smacked about this, but I find it easier.
You find using mono easier.
Yeah, I find
you're used to it, and I mean you have the steps down, and I mean if you have everything there, and if you have a decent night where you can get everything in one night or a couple nights without a problem. Yeah.
That I mean, again, I'm probably working against the clock being in New York because the weather just sucks here, and I probably should go color, and I probably should figure it out. But I mean, listen, if I sit there and I have a night where I do 8 hours or even 2 nights, I could do. I just won't have to. I won't be able to put 30 hours into an image. I'll only have to put 20. You know what I mean? 3 nights. And that's it. But and most of the times I'm shooting probably 2 objects a night anyway because of where the trees are or where the house is or whatever. So
then you should think. Then you, my friend, should think about a Rasa.
Dude, I was looking at one yesterday, just sitting there, 8-inch Rasa, brand new.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you only have that much time, that little bit of time, before trees get in the way or anything like that, this is one of the reasons why you should think about getting a Rasa.
I know.
So you can get that extra couple hours because of that speed. You'll get that, you'll get that signal so much faster, and you won't have to spend as much time.
And that's I mean,
you can still do a mono with that.
Yeah, but it's gonna block up the mirror, isn't it?
If you use a filter wheel.
If you use a filter wheel, yes.
You're not going to do that. You got to use a drawer.
You're not going to be able to do that because
I am not running outside in the middle of January switching filters like I was making fun of Scott last year.
There ain't no way.
He's moving to Florida, so he doesn't have to do that.
This is what I'm saying. This is when you start considering, and this is why I made, I was asking guys last, on Wednesday, I'm thinking about that 2600, one shot color, because I've seen photos with that 2600 and with the Rasa.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What they've been doing. And for me right now, I'm using that mono, and I tell you, for me right now, it's a PETA.
Yeah.
Because, I have to go out there, but I'm doing it basically. All right. One night I'll say I'm doing HA and that's it. And then like tonight, I'm like, okay, I'm taking the filter off, and now I'm going to go do 03.
Well, you know what the cool thing about I don't know if the ASI Air can do this, but if it can, correct me. Mm-hmm. But with Nina, what you do is I'll do like 5 images of each channel.
Yeah. Okay.
And it knows where my horizon is because I did a custom horizon of my backyard. And what it does is, and I tell it loop until it goes below my horizon. So it'll do 5, 5, 5, 5, and then it'll go back up to the top and go 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if the ASI Air can do that.
It hasn't gotten to that point yet. Yeah. And you can do that type of advanced sequencing where it says, hey, where you can recognize once it gets to a certain point in the horizon.
Well, I'm not even talking about, forget the horizon thing, just about like doing 5 luminance, 5R, 5G, 5B, and when it's done,
yeah.
go back to the luminance.
Oh yeah, no, I can do that. Yeah,
Okay.
I can set it in the plan to say I want to do 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And I can keep doing that and just add it all on. It's just
but you'll have to add a new line for every single one.
That's the only thing, though. I have to add a new line for each and every one.
Balls. That's horrible. Yeah, I know. No,
but if you're shooting from the front of the scope, you got no choice. You can't use a filter wheel.
No,
you got to use a drawer.
See that's one of the things.
Yeah.
I need a fast refractor. That's what I need. I need a fast refractor, and that's what. I know.
That's why I was bouncing back and say, okay, the FLT 91, or do I get the 2600?
Just go the 180 from William Optics. Go big.
Big.
Yeah, well, you know what? When I get my observatory, then that's when that comes in. But
that thing is a monster. That 180 is just ridiculous.
Dude, that weighs more than William Yang, man. That's did you see? I thought he was gonna fall backwards. He's like this, But
like, geez, what are you gonna give yourself
a lot of glass?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I think I didn't even look at the weight. I didn't even think you put the specs out on that. I could just imagine what the thing weighs.
Oh, it's got to be close to 50 pounds.
The 91's close to 50 pounds. Yeah. It's heavy. The 91's heavy. Yeah. It's not 50 pounds, but it's heavy. I mean, it's
what, the 91?
The 91's heavy. The FLT 91's heavy.
How heavy is it?
Oh, it's not 50. No,
it's not close to 50. What is it? 20 pounds?
Yeah. Okay. That's still my travel roof. That's still gonna be my travel.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the 91's 20 pounds. My 127 carbon fiber is 18.
Okay.
Maybe
one day, William will start making carbon fibers.
No, I don't think so, man.
I don't think he will either. I say, this is another thing.
It's all about his quality and his standard. Yeah, exactly. William Optics are awesome scopes, man. They really are.
Yeah, no, I know, Lydell, that you use the 2600, and that's what so that's one of the reasons, man. I'm just like, yes, you do lose some signal, using a one-shot color, but sometimes it's like these one-shot colors are getting so good, it's almost like,
yeah, why bother?
Yeah, it's like,
I hear
you. But the reason why I wanted to get the mono is because I did want to get that signal, though.
Yeah, I just wonder if there's going to be a way that somebody comes out with a narrow band for one-shot color that doesn't just turn everything red. It just that red, it just drives me nuts.
I know. It is. I mean, because the L Extreme is so red.
Yeah, it's really red.
The NBZ isn't as bad. The NBX rather.
NBX, that's the one you have, right?
That's the one I have.
Yeah,
I've got the L Extreme. I've got the L Enhance, and I've got several of these one-shot color multi-band filters, and the NBZ so far is my if I'm using in the one shot, it's been my favorite, at least right now. I do love that a heck of a lot more than I like that L Extreme, because that L Extreme is so red.
Let's see what happens with what the new new one.
Yeah, and it's hard to separate even when I'm using APP to extract the 03. It's hard to extract that 03 with that. So
the new Antlia, the gold.
Yeah, the gold filter.
I've seen about it, but I haven't. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on it, because he's doing great.
I think I'm going to wait until the reviews come out on that one.
Quiv did a video on it, and
he did.
Awesome.
Yep,
it worked really well.
Yeah, Christopher, with that NBZ compared to others that I've used, I don't have that. I have not had any haloing issues, with that NBZ, compared to like I had haloing issues with the L Enhance, and I think even with the L Extreme, I had some haloing issues.
Yeah, I've had haloing with everything I've had so far.
The NBZ, I have not had any haloing issues. It is a really good filter.
Very cool. I guess Pete's not coming. Oh, Pete's there. Pete's back.
I told you that he was up.
Oh, I didn't know you were back, Pete.
Yeah, what happened is the laptop went dead, so I had to plug it in.
At least you didn't fry another motherboard.
Yeah. But no, I agree with you, Eric. Is that of all those filters for the one-shot colors, the NBZ is the best one.
Yeah.
It really is the best one.
There you go. There's two for Christopher.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
he is. So I've heard, I absolutely, and I believe it's a 7 nanometer. If I'm not mistaken.
It's 7 meter. It's a 7 nanometer bandpass on H beta, H alpha, and O3.
Yeah.
Because he wanted. What happened is Hugh Tech is Ted wanted to make it for fast vocal ratios.
Yep.
So he had to kind of give it that little bit of a wider bandpass.
Yep.
Because you're absolutely right. That was always the big issue with the Triad and the L Extreme and the L Enhanced, is that there's such a narrow bandpass that you always got those major blue halos.
Yeah.
You spend more time in just post processing cleaning up those halos.
Yeah. And and that's one thing for me. Like, I'm lazy and I don't want to spend all that time trying to figure out, how to get rid of those, those halo issues and
All those
stuff.
artifacts are crazy.
I just don't have time. I don't want to deal with it.
So Dan, I got the perfect scope for you. You're talking about a fast scope. We're going to get you the Plane Wave Delta Rio when it comes out.
Oh, you gonna give it to me?
Well, you said you wanted a good scope, man. That is the scope you want to get. I mean, that's a beast.
Yeah.
As you get older, you're going to have to be lifting that puppy up, but that'll be the one that you'll put into your permanent observatory.
Exactly. And when you donate it to me, no problem.
What size mirror is that?
Oh, it's what is it? It's an F3. I think it's 1,050 millimeters. I forget what it is. I think they're going to come out. They're going to come with an 8-inch, a 10-inch, and I think a 12-inch is what they're going to do. The first generation, I think, is 10-inch, and then they're going to come up. So they want to kind of the guy. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Is that they've already got information on it on the European website, but they haven't got the information yet on the Plane Wave American website.
Is this a CDK?
Yeah, it's a CDK. Yeah. It's going to kind of
That's gonna be awesome.
It's going to. I mean, it's a gorgeous scope. I mean, it's really a beautiful scope. But you talk about a fast scope. Oh man, I mean, it'll just compete. Just like you're saying, get a Rasa.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So is it
F3 1,000 millimeters? That's gonna be sick.
The cameras at the front of the scope?
No, it's at the back.
It's in the rear.
Nice.
It'll be at the back of the scope on the Delta Rio.
Nice.
Yeah, they're actually going to. They're actually. I think Plane Wave is going to even be developing their own new focuser for it. So it should be interesting. It's going to have its own dedicated new focuser. But I've seen some images of it. It really is a beautiful, beautiful scope. I mean, I've seen some images taken with it on the initial prototype.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to come out with it. Probably they're going to have a big unveiling. Probably sometime in February or March.
Yeah, Mark said at what price? 150,000.
No, I think it's going to be about 15,000, somewhere right in there.
For the 10-inch?
Yeah, somewhere right in there. And then they're going to come down. They're going to make an 8-inch, I think. That would be like the second generation. And then they'll probably come with the third generation. So they're going to have like 3 different mirror sizes. At least that's what the speculation is.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so.
Well, that's a little bit out of my pocketbook range, but I mean, at least for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just listening to you guys talk about the William Optics at 180. I mean, seriously, once you get up anything greater than a 140, they're beasts. They're beasts. I mean, it's not portable anymore. You definitely want to get that into a permanent setup.
Yeah. I mean, you need a crane lift just to get that thing probably mounted onto the saddle.
Exactly. Yeah. Kids, right? That's why you have children, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, three people put that thing up there.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Gosh.
Hey, man.
It's kind of like Yuri when Yuri came out with that Tech 200. Did you ever see that? 250? I mean, did you see that thing? That thing looks like a goddamn grenade launcher, doesn't it? How the hell do you put that? I mean, definitely it's for an observatory, but I mean, you're right. There's a certain point where you look at the cost, and you look at the cost of say a Tech 140, right? It's like $6,000, and then you look at the cost of a 160. So you're only gaining 20 millimeters. But it doubles the cost. It goes up from like $6,000 up to $12,000 just for an additional 20 millimeters of vocal length. And I go, you got to be kidding me!
Nah, that's insane.
That doesn't make sense,
I'm looking for. Let's see. I'm looking for a picture of me throwing a telescope, and I can't find it.
Yeah, Lydell, you know he's talking about the gold filter might be too restrictive for f2.
I bet.
Yeah.
Quiv was using he was using the 6-inch Celestron with the Hyperstar, and he was shooting at f2. So and his
But I don't think
images
he was
were
using
really,
the
really
gold
good.
though. I don't know if he was
Huh?
using the gold. I don't think he was using the gold on that.
He did. He
He
was
did?
using the gold. Yeah, yeah. In his video, he had the gold.
Okay.
The Antlia, the
Yeah,
new
with the
Antlia
gold.
double band, yeah,
Yeah.
double bandpass. Yeah.
I tell you, see, this is the thing. Everybody's coming out, like I said before, everybody's coming out with these dual and triple bandpass, filters for these one-shot colors, man, because one-shot color is just shot. It's just taken off.
Well,
And
Eric, you bring up a good point. And Dan, this kind of falls into what we're talking about. If you're going to a star party, you can set up for 3 nights, definitely mono. No question about it. But if you're just going to go up for one night, you're going to set up at twilight and take it down to dawn, one shot color is the way to go with the dual channel or channel filter.
yeah.
I just can't see setting up a monochrome camera for a one night shot. Just doesn't make sense. But if you're at a star party, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So really, the best of both worlds, right? You got to have one shot and you got to have a mono.
Yeah, and I mean, and like when I was telling Dan, if you're in a situation where you only have a certain amount of time, and you're like in an urban area, or if you're in an area that your shot that you're trying to go after is only going to be above your horizon for only a few hours, that's when you really should consider a one shot, because if you've got trees and anything like that's going to be obstructing you, and you're only going to be able to spend 3 to 4 hours on a target.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. But
that's the only time where I would. That's one of the reasons why I would say I would nudge a person, towards a one-shot color camera and a Rasa, to get all that, to get as much signal as you can for us. If you only got a certain amount of time, and then want to try to get as much signal as you can, there you go.
Yeah, eventually I'll jump the boat and I'll figure this one-shot color thing out. I just don't. I've had mono for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm having some learning curves with the 294 and calibration files, and I literally I throw everything in PixInsight for my mono, and it comes up. I get a calibrated light, and everything is fine. I go and I switch my settings for the color, and I do CFA, and I do all the stuff that I need to do in PixInsight to come out, and I get a negative black and white thing with blue, red, and green stars scattered all over the place. So
and you're using RGGB, right?
Oh yeah. I switch it off auto, and it's something I know it's user error. It's something I'm not doing right. It's just I just don't have that. I'm more comfortable with mono right now, and that's that's all I really that's all I do is mono. And in New York, I'm mostly stuck. I'm doing the Pleiades now, but I mean, if it wasn't the Pleiades, and if it wasn't a new moon, basically almost a new moon right now, I'd be doing narrowband right now on something else. I'd be doing something in the Sharpless catalog.
Sure.
But I mean, because that's what I am stuck to in being in the brightest part of the entire planet right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not to say that you can't do RGB from Long Island. You can. And I'm going to do it with this, but it's not going to be it's not going to be an A-pod by any means, you know what I mean? But it'll be a nice picture.
Yeah, he's talking about filters for SLRs, and
he was saying you can also use those one-shot multi-band filters for SLRs as well. If you
the Optolong, not Optolong, the Radian Triad Ultra, the quad band filter also has they tout that as being able to use in fast scopes down to f2 because they shift they've come up with a way of shifting to the red to eliminate the halos, and so they've got a filter that will quad filter that will shift to the red.
That's what I've heard too, and I have seen I think I've seen something in maybe a couple photos in Astrobin with Rasa users, even in our Rasa group on Facebook, and I think people say they have used the Radian Quad Triad with it. So, but again, that's just one that it's just for that one filter. I understand it is a quad filter, and if you compare that to buying 4 of the same type of filter, each individual filter is basically, a lot less expensive.
Yeah.
But it's still, when you look at that and you're talking for a 2-inch over,
$1,300.
$1,100.
No, it's $1,100. It's $1,100.
Yep.
For this image.
You're just like, wow. Sometimes, you may not necessarily be able to stomach that.
But it is also nice to be able to take that and slap that into a 2-inch filter drawer and throw it right on the top of your Hyperstar, and you're good to go.
Yeah. One thing I do like is that I have, and Lydell actually brought me on to this, was I have an Arteski, which it's an Arteski filter, and filter holder, which basically replaces the coupler, can't remember the freaking name off the top of my head of the Rasa, the front of the Rasa, where I can actually screw that in. And what I'm trying to get at is that with the filter drawers, because I have the Star Arizona filter drawer, and I experienced, and a lot of people experience this a lot, is tilt using that filter drawer.
Yeah.
Well, with the Arteski, it's basically the flange. You're just screwing it's a replacement of the Celestron flange, and you're basically doing almost metal to metal, and you're just screwing that, and you screw the filter right into that flange, and then you eliminate that tilt that you would have had with the filter drawer.
Yeah.
Because you have that extra piece. And so far it's been working great. You're looking at CCD Inspector, and I have hardly any tilt on that at all compared to using a filter drawer.
That was the one thing when I was working at OSI, and I came up to Carrie and I said, Carrie, based upon the body that you got on the Monster Moog, why don't we do one of two things? Let's do a filter drawer based upon that design, and then let's do a combination filter drawer MOAG, OAG. And so now literally what you can do is you can just get your filter drawers, and you can actually incorporate whatever unmounted filter that you want. So you might have a little case that you'll have maybe say 6 or 7 drawers that'll have an HA N203, like what you've got, Scott. Remember we talked about that when we put the whole thing together.
Yeah.
And if you look at that design, I got to say one thing. I mean, it is a very, very well manufactured design. There's no question about it, and it really does does the trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that when I was looking at OAGs at one point, and Scott was recommending the MOAG. Those slides, those filter sliders are pretty slick.
Yeah, they are slick, because that way then what you do is there's like a little case that you get. You just have the slides, the drawers, the filters are mounted already. So in the case like Dan says, you don't want to get up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. to have to change out slides. So if you really want automation for a filter slide, that's not it. But if you don't mind a manual insert, yeah, that is definitely a way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will definitely not be doing that until I move way, way, way down south, if at all. I like to go to bed. I like to sleep. I'm not running out. I'm not running in 3 feet of snow to change a filter in the middle of my run. I'm not doing it.
Guess what? I'm not going to be doing it either.
In all fairness, when you purchased that setup,
it's true. I was going to be doing it.
On doing it, and I was waiting for it to happen. I still want, I still have 14 days to get that picture of you running through snow. So
that ship left the dock.
Not yet. I got 2 weeks.
Yeah, hey, I'm still waiting to see that very first picture, Scott, when you do go down
I know. I get down there, I get set up. I'm probably going to take a couple of weeks to actually, get familiar with the area and this and that, and then try to find a spot. I don't know if the driveway's going to work. Not sure. Maybe the backyard's a better idea. I'm not sure. But but yeah, I mean, seeing conditions are freaking awesome. Sky quality is just, I mean, it's stupid. It's almost 21. Um,
What about
you
the
know,
gators?
huh?
What about the gators? Mosquitoes?
Well, no, they
Yeah.
actually where we're living, there's no problem with gators.
Oh, there isn't? Okay.
Mosquitoes, yeah, the mosquitoes might carry you off.
Yeah.
But
They'll pick you up by the
Big,
shoulders.
big bird of Florida. Yeah.
but so I'm
What
not
about,
I'm not worried about that. I'm in a Bortle 4 or 5 like that right in there. So, you know, it it should be really good. The question that I'm coming down to is, how do I want to start? Do I want to go from the back of the scope, or do I want to just go ahead and throw that Hyperstar on and rock the Hyperstar for a while? I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Flip a coin.
Superstar.
Flip a
Yeah,
coin.
I have to agree with you, Eric. I have tending to lean a little towards a Hyperstar.
Yeah, you go Hyperstar. I want an unedited first picture of that though. So I don't want this all of a sudden this wonderful thing. I want to see the garbage.
Yeah, I think that my first target probably it's either going to be Orion, the flame, or Andromeda, something big, and we'll see. I mean, even Andromeda, at 715 millimeter, I'm going to be angling it to get it to
Yeah,
fit.
you're gonna be tight.
It's going to be
it's going to be tight, man.
It's gonna be kind of tight for you. Even
So
with that, yeah.
probably the Running Man, the
Sure.
trapezium, right up in there.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Do one of the staples.
Yeah,
And,
exactly. Just kind of get the legs under it and mess around with the collimation. I have to say though, Starzona produced a really amazing product. The ability to adjust that for collimation, it's really nice, and it also has the with that Hyperstar, it has the 3 bolts for collimation, but it also has these other 3 bolts that you can loosen up, and you can turn the whole thing effortlessly.
Yeah.
It's just really freaking sweet. It's a nice setup. It really is.
The one thing I do like about the Hyperstar, is because in the way they've dealt, is because you can collimate it so well.
Easily. It's so easy.
And it's so easy to do that because then you can once you collimate, your secondary on that 14, so that's pretty set. And then it's so easy just to get that out. And if you've already got that Hyperstar collimated, because I remember talking to TJ, a few times, he says he hardly has to collimate.
Yeah.
Because if he's collimated them once, already, it's so much easier to interchange them now.
Yeah.
So it makes it really, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a feeling that if I put that Hyperstar on there, I'm probably going to leave it for a little while.
I wouldn't blame you. I mean, honestly, if you're going to do deep sky, unless there's not that, are there that many, like planetary nebulae or, that you can really go after?
There's quite a bit out there. I mean, literally, if you even just look at the Astronomical League book of planetary nebula, I mean, there are hundreds.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of them you might even mistaken as stars. But let me tell you, there are plenty of planetary nebula out there that you could grab when you're at that focal length. No sweat.
Yeah. Because usually at that 14, and when you're at an F10 or an F7 with a 14, aren't you usually pretty, I won't say you're stuck really in all the main targets you're going to be able to go after. I'm not going to say that, but that's probably, maybe something that I would think would be the more common, the target that would make most sense because you're at such a long focal length.
Well, I'll tell you.
Don't forget when you're at that long focal length. Don't forget all those galaxies, man. Yeah, that's a galaxy snagger.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, because you sit there and you do just one of the Leo trio. I mean, and you sit there or you do a nice little mosaic of that.
Exactly.
or something like that. I mean, there is a lot at that focal length to grab. So don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
The first
There's-
Galaxy that I captured with that rig was the M51.
Yep.
Tegan and I were working on it together, and we just and the first image that pulled up, both of us were like, "Holy cow!"
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. And Tegan, I mean, he was completely remote, kind of like what you were doing with me, Dan. And he was looking at it remotely, and he's like, "My God, look at the dust lanes!" And that's one image at 300 seconds. He's like, "That is going to be crazy." And so, yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what it's going to do.
Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for a long focal length when you get that detail.
Galaxies,
Yeah, and anything in nebula galaxies, it doesn't matter. The resolution that you get with the longer focal length is just outstanding. The way you could get into like the Pillars of Creation and the Eagle Nebula or something like that, when you could get into there and get the resolution of that and the definition and Merlot doesn't do much for me, but Merlot 15. But the whole Heart Nebula is nice, but there are other nicer clusters.
I like the Eagle Nebula, of course. Everybody's show me somebody that doesn't recognize the Pillars of Creation.
Well,
gotta be living
blame
under a rock.
blame that on Hubble. I mean, Hubble. That picture of Hubble was all over the place.
Oh yeah,
for years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one I'd really like to see. Put up a nice image, at 2700 millimeter, and see what that Pillars of Creation looks like, and then put it next to the classic Hubble.
Yeah, a lot of people have done that. If you look at there's comparison pictures up there.
I've done that.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun. I'm to be honest, I'm excited to see what James Webb is going to do.
Yep. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be really amazing.
Yep.
That's you talk about next level stuff.
Is the Webb is that an IR telescope? Is the Webb an IR telescope?
I think they have a multitude of cameras on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a full array.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just monstrous. You look at the mirror on that, the mosaic, the mosaic mirror setup that they got on that thing. Oh my! It makes Hubble look like a toy.
The key on that thing is watch it unravel over the course of a month, man. Just to be able to see it. I mean, you got to pray to God that nothing goes wrong, right? I mean, you don't bring that puppy home and you don't go out there to do it. But it says it's going to take like over a month just to unravel.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Interesting. Can you imagine what those early galaxies will look like? They're just going to look like a primordial mass of just gas and dust. I mean,
I
can't even imagine.
I'm over the moon for it. I can't wait to see what they're going to get with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Think about this. What was the very first image that Hubble took? Because we all know that it had astigmatism, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
What was the very first image? Does anybody remember what that very first image was?
No.
It was a cluster, wasn't it?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Maybe one of the members might know that's online, because I can't remember what the very first image was. Because I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great if they would do the very first image, the same image that Hubble took, so they can compare it?
That would be cool.
That would be very cool.
That would be cool.
But I think that they should do not the stigmatism. You don't want to compare. You got to compare it with after they fixed the problem.
I agree.
and then look at that first image after they fixed. I think anybody that is in the hobby remembers that day. When they came back, everybody was literally on pins and needles. They were hoping that it worked, and then that first image came in, and the whole room went ballistic.
Yeah.
And they got that first image, and it was just like. And at that point, everything changed in astronomy. Everything changed. It was crazy.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Getting late on the East Coast.
HD 96755.
Is that the first one?
It looks like I believe that was the first one.
Was it a cluster?
No, it looks like it was actually a star.
HD is a star.
It was a star.
Oh, interesting. So it's a star, so they needed to kind of get a pinpoint, right, to make sure the astigmatism was taken care of.
Yeah.
Oh, this wasn't the one prior to the astigmatism. This was the one afterwards.
Yeah.
Or was it the first image? where they realized they had a
See, this
problem.
is because I think they're touting this as the first light.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just thinking is that can you imagine this? I mean, when you look back and they're going to be seeing these first generation galaxies. I mean, there's no structure. It's just going to be an amorphous, diffused. It's just unfathomable that we're looking back now at what, at least 12 billion
Billion
years
years.
ago.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And the possibility of even going further back than that,
Oh,
being able to penetrate that deep field and really
yep.
get beyond it and see, how far the edges of the universe actually extend.
Oh,
Because we know the universe is finite. We know that it's, that it has boundaries. We just haven't gotten to see all of it yet. So I think the James Webb is going to definitely go there. I think that's going to be really freaking cool.
yeah, and it's supposed to be what, a couple weeks launch time, right? In December.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it fires the imagination.
It's actually scheduled to be launched on December 22nd, 2021.
Oh,
Wow.
man, why don't they just wait 3 days and launch on Christmas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's man.
So-
Talk about a Christmas gift for the world. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like it has 4 cameras. Most of them are, I think they're all IR cameras.
Yeah, they want to peer through all the dust and gas to go back, so they have to have IR.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's different types of IR, 4 different types of IR cameras on there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Like from the Hubble was a galaxy, though.
Say again?
The second image was a galaxy.
Okay.
It was a galaxy.
It was a galaxy. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For people that haven't actually done it, I mean, there are some fabulous programs on YouTube and other places that show you the best of Hubble. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, if you haven't seen some of those programs, you're
I
missing out.
mean, I was just looking while we were chatting here, I actually just started doing some surfing, and that wide field of all those galaxies.
Yeah,
The
the deep field.
The
Yeah.
deep field?
That's just insane.
Yeah, I know. I
It
know.
really is. It really, really is.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, I mean, you think about the Milky Way itself. It's 100 light years across. Just one galaxy.
Yeah.
It's 100 light years across. That M31 is 220 light years across and 25 million light years away. And that deep field, you try to wrap your head around it, and it's like you're talking about literally billions of galaxies. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
oh my God. It's incredible. I mean, it's just incredible.
Frank saying
the
he has the
mosaic.
Hubble 3D Blu-ray.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's real. If you haven't done it yet, and Eric, I could talk to you about this with the Oculus.
Mhm.
I got the Apollo 11 landing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! And you're
Yeah.
sitting there, and it splits it up into different areas. It has the actual landing, and you're literally like looking out the little triangle window.
It's
You're
awesome.
looking out the little window, and then when you get on the moon, you see Armstrong coming down the ladder.
Yeah.
But you look around, it's 360.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah,
on
yeah.
the surface of the moon. You look around and you look to the right, and all of a sudden you see the Earth over there.
Yeah.
And then you look over there and you get blinded by the sun. I mean, and you see a shadow on the ground, and you see everything. It's
this-
what?
Daniel, is this one that is put out by Oculus, or is it third party?
No, it's by Oculus, but
So
it's
it's
by
on their app?
Oculus, and yeah, it's like $11 or something.
It's on
like
their
that.
app.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
I'll have to get
I don't
Jackson.
want to say it. I don't want
Oculus
to say it
and
too
try it
loud.
out.
But that's what I got. That's what I got the wife for Christmas.
Yeah, you said that last. You said that last week. And I still can't see getting the wife an Oculus, but that's
Oh my God, she's crazy for VR.
That's awesome.
She uses my PlayStation more than I do.
They've got advertisements out now for the Oculus for not just being as far as gaming, but for exercise and for fitness.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I got Supernatural, the
And for
fitness
office
workout.
stuff.
Yeah.
They're doing it
It's
for
awesome.
business and office stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
wild. It's just
That-
amazing.
and now they got a thing that where they have a setting where it'll recognize your hands, without the controllers.
Yeah.
So you pinching things and touching things with your hands, and it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I was just looking at where is my. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I was just watching a video. Oh, that's why I need to be on my other one, my other account. They were talking about a VR setup, and it was, I mean, it was crazy. This thing. It's this one. What the hell is it called? Best VR headset in the world. The thing was, it was stupid. It was like $8,000 for this headset. But it had, but it had. I mean,
you're like the lawnmower man. It's got like the whole.
It didn't have just that. The headset.
I think Peter's probably the only one that remembers that movie. The lawnmower man was great, man.
It had
lawnmower man.
This thing had cameras all around the front of it. So it had these huge high-resolution cameras on the front, and then it had cameras all around the thing. So that what you're talking about, Dan, it literally, all you had to do was put your hands up, and it patterned. It
patterns your hand. Yep.
But it did it like crazy good.
Yeah. No, this is that could get better. $8,000. Yeah, definitely better.
This thing is a whole.
Better, you know, when I'm playing boxing, I want to be punched in the face for $8,000.
Muhammad Ali.
I'll send you the link to this, and you got to watch the YouTube video on this because it's this thing is a whole another level of VR. This makes Oculus look like a toy.
It is a toy, but I mean that's. But it's awesome. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go play Golf Plus later.
Yeah, I can't wait to hook my wife. And I did, by the way, Daniel, I did get the Bobo VR thing for it. Yeah.
The M2.
The head thing. Yeah.
Did you get the M2, the new one?
I think it's the new one. Yeah.
The new one's got the battery on the back.
Yeah.
I got one for Jackson too for his
eye.
Yeah. I got mine's still on a boat somewhere.
Yeah. She's getting it for him. So thank you for that, Dan. You know, so I'm sure he'll be happy about it.
I'm telling you, but you don't have to play 40 minutes and put it on the charger now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I also got the Woodger vest. The game.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me. What's
that?
It's a tactile sensation on your chest.
It's like
haptic.
It's a haptic vest.
It's got six force feedback things on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so you strap that in.
We're getting a little crazy here now.
It's designed to be used with the Oculus.
Yeah, we're talking. This is too much. This is too much like Ready Player One.
It's exactly. It's getting there. It's getting there.
It's crazy.
Anyway, enough of that.
Yeah.
Enough of that. Got it. Oh man, but it's almost 10:30.
We got a lot of guys here talking about the Hubble. And, they're really talking about it. Frank's talking about it. The ISS trip.
Yep. Well, the ISS trip was for the Oculus, I think.
Yeah, the Oculus.
Yeah. They have a bunch of cool stuff on that. So for astronomy stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I think I just saw a YouTube video on the ISS, and I don't know if it was a spoof or if it was a real thing. I think it was a real thing on the ISS where the astronauts were doing a walk, and the space station got hit by a satellite.
I didn't hear. That would have been all over the news. I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I mean the videos up on YouTube, but I mean it literally just disintegrated part of the ISS.
That would have been all over the news, man. I haven't seen anything about that.
Like I said, I don't know if it was a spoof or not, but it was pretty. Yeah, it was a pretty realistic looking video.
I think that's a trailer from Gravity, wasn't it?
Huh?
Yeah.
From Gravity.
I thought you were gonna tell me the astronauts are doing the fancy life dance. That's the safety dance. No, the safety dance. We can dance if we want to. Oh, bring it back! Bring it back, man! Bring it back!
I think that's telling us it's almost time to call it a day, at least for me.
I'm calling the 5-minute rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys seen I actually purchased this several months ago. It's called Space Engine
No.
from Steam. It's basically
No.
it's a 3D. It's a planet. It's virtual. It's almost like virtual planet. Planetarium setup, and it's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous.
For VR?
I don't know if you can do VR on it or not, but it's a 3D planetarium setup where you can actually go to the different galaxies. I was actually looking; you can actually see the makeup in the clouds of, say, the Rosette Nebula. You can actually go in there and see the clouds and the lanes and everything. It's crazy.
What platform is this?
It's for PC. It was for PC.
Okay.
It's on Steam. I don't know if they have, because you can purchase it on Steam. I don't know if they have a Mac version or not.
Yeah.
But it's really impressive. It's really impressive.
So,
Even if you're looking at the Earth, I think it even has the satellites and all the satellites traveling and stuff like that.
So apparently, back in June, something did hit the space station, but it didn't obliterate anything. I'm looking at the picture of it. There's a little hole about this big.
And you guys see the video on this.
I think they blemished it. They blew it out of proportion on the video for YouTube. But I'm looking at the actual footage, and that if that's the same one, to be honest with you, I don't know if that's the same one. There were
pieces of that satellite everywhere.
No,
it just shattered.
I mean, there's another one where a chunk of Chinese satellite almost hit the space station, but they dodged it back in November. But I mean, if it shattered like solar panels, I think it would have been over.
No. It whatever it hit on the ISS. The ISS took some damage, but what hit the ISS just disintegrated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the way you were saying it was that the International Space Station.
No.
Shattered.
The other way around.
Okay, that's the way I heard it, and I'm like, wait, what?
Sorry.
Okay,
yeah. Hit it just disintegrated.
Okay, yeah, okay. So whatever hit made a deep hole in the space station, one of the arms. But I could. It was probably just a piece of space junk that just was.
Yeah, it was something. That I did play it over and over again, and it looked like a round something. I don't know what it was. It was a cylinder in the center, and then it had wings out to the side, and it was tumbling.
Yeah,
and it hit the space and just disintegrated.
I really thought you meant that the space station, like a panel, incinerated. So
no.
I heard it incorrectly. I apologize, but it is 10:28, my friends.
Yes. About that time.
Yeah. So just again, as you can see on the bottom, upcoming guests are next week. We got Hendrik from Star Aid. The following week we'll have Amy Astro on the 17th, and we'll also be doing the giveaway, the Mars camera giveaway. So that'll be at the end of the show, or maybe somewhere in the middle. I don't know. Figure it out. And after that, we got Evo who's going to give us a rundown of his new release on APT, and he just came out with 3.9 about a month ago, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then hopefully we'll set up a date for 2022, and then Dr. Sass coming on. Hopefully, if I get in contact with him sometime in January, February, maybe. And then we got the Prima Luce guys coming down, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget, nice. I got 3 more entries today for the Mars Cam, so I think we're almost at 15 now. So it's gonna be fun. So be prepared, because I'm gonna do the internet blast, and hopefully we'll get some more. So I think
maybe we can get one of those new guide camera setups, to give away.
What from Hendrik?
Yeah.
Well, I did send an email to Hendrik to see if I could get a demo, and he didn't answer me. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's got to hold on to him. But
one thing you'll notice about Hendrik, he has a tendency to go radio silence for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then he surfaces again.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him an email tomorrow just to touch base.
Yeah.
and just to make sure he's okay, because I haven't heard a peep since he was like, "I'm so excited! Can we do it as soon as possible?" And
And then he went dark.
and then that was it. That was it. It was like 0 dark 30, man. It was like crazy.
Yeah, he has to do that. He'll disappear for 3 weeks and then he'll surface again. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just who he is.
I have a bunch of friends like that. I think I'm following a pattern.
Take it personally.
Yeah, you know what? You know when you point the finger at everybody else, and sooner or later you got to point the finger at yourself. You know that's
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at.
Your deodorant's failing you.
Oh, I haven't used deodorant in years.
Oh, thank you. TMI.
Oh,
Christopher said, "Don't bother entering. I'm winning."
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So, final thoughts. We're going around the horn. Anybody?
Oh man, just keep looking up. Let the universe fire your imagination, because there's so much up there. You could spend your entire life. You could spend 3 lifetimes, and you would just be scratching the surface.
Yeah.
It's very deep, Scott. Very deep.
Very deep, man.
Eric.
No, dude.
Eric's ready for bed.
All good. Yeah, I'm all good.
Mr. Myers.
buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Live by that motto.
It's funny. That's
Took
funny.
me a while to get there, but I'm there now.
Yeah, well, I'm still crying. So, like I said, I got my trusty atlas right here. You guys can't see it, but there you go. There it is, right there.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Awesome mount.
Oh shit. Well, that case said, hold on. Are we still on the air?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll wait till we're off the air.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So that being said, everybody have a good night. As always, wow, we got some feedback or something. Keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you next Friday on Astroworld. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
See you guys.
There we go. Cool.
There we go.
I love that I don't have to do anything. I just hit end stream and the exit goes on.